Geek Out!
What's that a picture of over there?
Huh?
Right there. Who is that?
This?
Who's the wrestler? Check. Is that Maya Yim?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She's competing tonight in the Mae Young Classic. But not local girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She's one of your faves.
She is one of my faves.
Yes.
She went to. I actually know a girl that went to school with her
Really?
in high schools.
In
Yeah.
the high schools.
Yeah, and she comes back every once in a while for to do a thing at Nova Pro.
Small world.
Yeah, but yeah. So I won't see how she does in the Mae Young Classic until sometime after we're done recording. But
Damn,
hopefully she does well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Geek Out Championship Wrestling, the only wrestling podcast with the dumb thought to do a show on a pay-per-view-ly basis where we talk all things wrestling, mostly just WWE, every time they decide to have a pay-per-view. I am your host with the most, Mr. Chris Nolan, and across the ring from me, my co-host with the co-most, the new, reigning, defending GCW GOMen's champion.
And two-time, undisputed, GOMVP, GOMen's champion. This guy.
Mr. Timmy C.
That's right.
It's all right. I still...
The dumb thought?
Yeah.
Dumb thought?
Dumb thought. I wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
It's all right. I still have the king of the NXT predictions.
That's
crown.
true. You still have the crown over there.
Yeah. You're not a three-way champ.
But your trophy case is dwindling.
I know.
This belt is heavy.
It is.
I love it.
10 pounds of gold right there.
I love it. It feels so good to finally.
Yeah.
What a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I was actually, I had a lot of fun watching it.
I what an ending.
Okay, outside of that. Yeah.
But yes, overall good pay-per-view. As I said the last episode, I was traveling for work. I watched it in my hotel room.
Right. I did my best not to send anything to
I
you.
appreciate that because my boss decided, hey, let's go out to dinner at 7. And I was like, oh,
damn it.
So I watched the pre-show up
Right.
until we had to meet in the lobby. So I got to see the New Day match.
Right.
I got to chuckle at the fact that Coach is now on pre-show duty.
He is.
Literally just did a 1-to-1 swap with Renee Young.
Yes.
Which I can't remember if we said anything.
We did.
Did we?
About
well, you know
Renee,
what? I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Congratulations, Renee Young. 1, becoming a full-time commentary person for Raw, and 2, commentatoring, being the commenter, whatever, being on the entire pay-per-view with the commentary team. Boom.
Yeah, she's really good. It's well deserved.
Yeah.
So it's and poor popcorn fart, the coachman. But happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day.
Yes.
Although I just had a chance to watch SmackDown.
Yeah, it was not a happy Rusev Day.
I forget the exact date, but it's more or less exactly a year since the first official Rusev Day.
Is it really?
It was like the 3rd week in September last year that the whole Rusev Day thing started.
Rusev Day's a year old.
Yeah. I had it in my phone, saved in my phone, but then my phone died and I had to get a new one, and that was one of the things that did not transfer over. So I no longer... Yeah, no. I saved all my contacts.
Oh, good.
So I didn't have to be that guy.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, just didn't save any of like the save the dates that I had.
Hey guys, got a new phone. I lost all my contacts, so please reach out to me, please. Yeah. Let's start with the SmackDown match.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of it?
The tag match?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you just said SmackDown.
Well, I was just kind of bouncing off of what you started with the New Day.
Yeah. So it was a match. Rusev Day came in, strong. Newly reunited, and it felt so good.
Nice.
And it like they came in strong. There were lots of moments where I was like, might they? No, they're not gonna. Ooh, huh? Ooh.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There was a lot of moments that I got excited.
Yeah, it felt a little weird seeing Aiden English try to do the now I'm blanking on the name, but Rusev's finisher.
Right.
Of course, you're not going to help me.
No.
The accolade. Watching him try to put in the accolade. Was it to Big E?
It was not good.
No, it was to Kofi.
It was to Kofi.
Yeah,
but it was not good.
Oh man, it would have been hilarious if he tried to do it to Big E.
That actually would have been pretty.
Yeah, you know what?
impressive.
That would have made it worth it for me. Like I understood, like, you know, the story aspect of it. Like, oh yeah, Rusev is out, you know, and can't get back into the ring, you know, for because he's, you know, like passed out or whatever. So okay, Aiden's gonna try it. Aiden's got to know he's not big enough to do that, even against Kofi.
Yeah,
he's Aiden's so tiny, he makes Kofi look built.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but yeah, so not surprising,
right? But the loss essentially means the end of New Day, or I'm sorry, Rusev Day.
Which
I got my days mixed up.
Which very much solidified if you watched this week's SmackDown, because because Aiden turned on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Our first match was Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton.
So I will say, I kind of skimmed through this one.
Really?
It
started slow. I'll give you that. That's fine. It started slow.
One, it was probably the match that I was least enthused about on the card.
Mm-hmm.
And two, it started off slow. And I was like, and it was after we came back from dinner, so I was like, I need to cut out as much chuffa as possible. So I was like, fuck Randy Orton. Okay.
Did you see the screwdriver?
I did. I mean, they made sure I didn't miss it.
Right, that's true.
I do not understand Randy Orton's obsession with Jeff Hardy's earlobe.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. But how about the bump at the end?
That was intense.
What I liked about it was I would say a split second, but it was longer than that. I thought
a whole second.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
like, is he okay?
Yeah, right.
You know, because he was just swinging there, and then boom, right through the table. But, you know, I had no issue with the finish. You know, like we talked about on the pre-show.
Yeah,
Jeff Hardy didn't have to win to make a name for himself on that.
Yeah.
And you know,
I mean, not that Randy Orton needed to win either.
No. But he's one of only 2 or 3 heels on SmackDown anyway, so they needed to
him and
build him up
Becky
anyway.
Lynch.
Well, they're trying for Becky. But you know, I think this puts Jeff out for a little while, which is good, and maybe, you know, they'll sign him to a deal where he can kind of work a lighter schedule.
Yeah, not die.
Yeah. But I think this was Jeff's first Hell in a Cell match.
It was. They made sure you knew that too.
And the color of the cell was red?
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did. So leading up to the pay-per-view, I thought that they had been doing that like augmented reality stuff that they've been doing and just like coloring it red. And I was like, okay, that's weird, but I get it. You know, hell is red.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but then, the pay-per-view started and I was like, oh no, they actually painted it red.
Oh yeah, it was red.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It did. I mean, it was a neat thing to, you know, to add. You know, like I don't think it needed it, but at the same time, I don't think that made it look stupid or anything like that.
No, I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. So the next match, women's SmackDown match. Yes, Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
Felt so good.
Yeah.
And it was a good match, too.
I was very surprised that Becky won, but very happy in the same sense.
Yeah.
And the way that she won, it seemed like...
The spear to a roll-up?
Yeah, I would have thought that was one of those moments where there was like some controversy. It wasn't 3 count. It wasn't a 3 count.
Yeah.
It should have been, but, you know, it was great. And Charlotte was holding her shoulder weird or whatever. I don't know if she was injured or if she was just playing it. But I thought it was a very entertaining match. It didn't feel scripted. It felt, they had some good chemistry. They flowed. And then at the end, I mean, just good for Becky.
Yeah.
I mean, just well done. And then Charlotte held out the hand and Becky was like, F off.
You're not going to steal my moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally agree. It was so good. So good to have Bex back on top.
What kind of title run do you think she'll have?
Like, do I think it's going to be long?
Yeah.
I could see I could see her holding on to it for a while. I don't know if she's going to make it to WrestleMania, but like maybe at least to like Survivor Series. Well, Survivor Series wouldn't be that long of a
Royal
reign.
Rumble?
Royal Rumble. I could see her holding on to it until Royal Rumble.
What about, do you think she makes it past the Women's Evolution pay-per-view?
That would be if it was going to be a short reign, then that would be, like I could see her dropping it there.
Right.
If she doesn't drop it there, then she should at least hold it throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. I think.
I mean, regardless, I want her to have it for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, because she's my girl.
How long?
A while.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
All right, Raw tag team match. We had Ziggler and Drew against Rollins. Monday Night Rollins. Right, and Dean Ambrose.
Who you're adorned with his shirt.
I am. This is actually the same
the
shirt.
The old school shirt.
Yeah, the same shirt that you and I both wore on a fateful Halloween night.
The night we bonded.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yep.
You transitioned from member of that band that plays at my bar every once in a while that I don't hate,
right,
to you like Dean Ambrose too. I think by then Brian had started dating Anne, so like I like vaguely knew you guys as more than just band.
Oh yeah.
But then I was like, oh wrestling.
Yeah, this guy's cool. And I was like, he's cool too.
Yeah, because I lifted up my work shirt to show that I was wearing the exact same shirt underneath.
Exactly. And you were the only one that knew who I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everyone else was like, oh, what are you supposed to be? I was like, oh, I'm Dean Ambrose. I'm a WWE wrestler. They're like, who's that?
Yeah.
But I looked at you,
Hogan.
You're like, you look like Dean Ambrose. I was like, thank you. I didn't shave my beard for nothing. And now I have to keep the beard and shave the head.
Yeah.
But this match I thought was pretty good. I didn't really have high expectations. They had some pretty good spots.
Yeah. I mean, all four of them are great in the ring.
Yeah.
So, like, even a bad match of theirs is still going to be an entertaining match to watch.
Yeah, a buddy of mine was texting me. He was like, dude, Ambrose is on steroids. He doesn't look the same. And, he just, hey, man, it's like Ginger's transformation.
You got 9 months to do nothing but, push-ups.
That's true. But, I thought it was very entertaining. It was fun. I had a great time.
It was good
the
stuff.
finish was a little B-teamish.
Yeah, it seemed to, like, it was such a great match. It was building and building, and then it just kind of ended.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot in the WWE.
That's true.
Which is a shame. But, yeah.
But I wasn't expecting Seth and Dean to win.
No.
I think everyone knows that they will eventually split. And then kind of start their own thing. And I think it's good to keep the title on Rollins, so then when they do have their matches against each other, it's for something.
Yeah, because those matches for the heavyweight title.
Well, unless you're Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, or Roman Reigns, you're not going to be in the Universal title picture.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's enough of that one. How about one of my favorite matches of the night? AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. AJ Styles, he brings it every pay-per-view.
Yeah.
During the SmackDown Live matches, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But man, he turns it up a notch every pay-per-view. I tell you, I can't mark out enough to that guy.
No.
I mean, he just
so good.
And him lifting up Joe into that modified like Blue Thunder Bomb kind of move.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's so much fun to watch. I mean, what did you think?
No, it certainly was up there as like, you know, most entertaining match of the night. Like it just watching same thing, you know, watching AJ like go at it and then like be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do like I'm gonna get you up on my shoulders, or I'm gonna try to get you in the Styles Clash or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's just like this guy is like twice your size.
How do you do this?
Yeah, but he does it.
I was convinced at least 3/4 of the way through the match that Samoa Joe was going to win.
Yeah,
and again, like I said on the pre-show, I was okay with it. I wasn't going to be upset about it. I was fine with it. But
I would have been more than fine with
it. Well, of course. But the finish I thought was entertaining. The finish was very Dusty Rhodes-esque.
Pretty much the exact same thing that they did with Brock and The Undertaker. What was it, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. For me, I'm kind of like,
Well, what it does though is it makes it, you know, you'll get a round 3.
Yeah,
and
it is a way to give a reason for a round 3 beyond just, well, we're gonna just book them.
Yep.
Which is kind of what, you know, like Daniel Bryan and The Miz are in danger of getting into now.
Yeah, unless the next match is for something.
Yeah. Which the next, speaking of them, the next match between Daniel Bryan and The Miz is for number 1 contender.
Correct.
For SmackDown champion.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah. When they added that to the lower third of the graphic on SmackDown, I was like, oh, okay.
The only thing to make it better would be a non-disqualification match. That way we could get brass knuckles and all. But I think AJ and Samoa Joe are supposed to wrestle again at the Australian.
Yeah, the super
duper awesome Aussie show. I think that's what they're planning for next. So, and again, to get some eyes on that event, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he drops it then. But, you know, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Next match, while we were talking about Miz and Daniel Bryan, let's get into their tag team doubles match.
Yeah, I called it.
You did.
I mean, I don't think anyone was in the slightest bit surprised, but
I was shocked. No,
but is that coming through? Oh, it is coming through on the thing. Okay, that's fine. I'll just go without my headphones. It's fine. That's not like we're. You still hear it?
Mm-hmm. Is it my headphones or yours?
It seemed to go down on the waveform. Well, of course you don't hear it now. You still hear it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. High, low. High.
Okay, well, hopefully I'm gonna hope that this is that we're not getting the buzzing, and we're just not using our headphones for the rest of it. Apologies if the buzzing is still there.
Yes, to all 4 people listening.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Malt.
There you go, Malt. Yep.
Malt. Yeah.
Yeah. SJY 3000. I'm going to shout out all the names.
Woo!
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
So we were talking about The Miz.
Yes.
And how you were right on the pre-show about all that.
But yeah, no. I'm Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
Did she came in, she brought it.
No, she did not want to be in that match. No. Every time she got tagged in, she'd look to tag out.
Yeah. And that was a nice bit of storytelling in the match too.
It was.
It was a good character choice.
It was.
Made sense because she, in theory, she should be terrified to get back in the ring.
And the cheat pin was exactly what you called that. Maurice got Brie Bella at the end, so it wasn't a pin on Daniel or Miz. So it definitely makes sense that they would set that up for a round 3,
a rubber match.
Ooh, Well, actually, Miz technically has won the first 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's not.
So technically, but
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, I think this was kind of just a tweener match anyway. It may have been something that Daniel wanted to do.
Yeah.
Helped him. Help with the whole re-signing process. It's like, oh, we'll throw you in a match with your wife,
and also help with Bree and Nikki signing. Like, why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
What about the Raw Women's Championship? We had Ronda against Little Miss Bliss.
Little Miss X Mrs. Nolan.
Nice. Love that biscuit booty.
But no, it was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a lot more entertaining than their first match because it was longer.
Yeah.
There was more to it. Alexa got in a lot of good offense with going after the ribs and stuff like that. And like that was a nice, addition to it, like a nice way to equalize, what's going on.
Right.
And so which led to it being that much more fun to watch because you're like, oh, I mean, maybe clever heel Bliss figured out a way to actually win it back right away.
Yeah.
We all knew she wasn't going to, but...
No, but it kept it entertaining. She hammered the ribs. Ronda sold that rib injury. And it really kind of gave Bliss the advantage and did make her look smarter with all of that. So I was... I thought it was a fun match. Supposedly Bliss was injured during the match.
I just saw a blurb about that.
Yeah.
Didn't read up about it, but saw, I guess, more like rumor, headline rumor about it.
Which to me makes it even more impressive.
Yeah. Just like the Bludgeon Brothers last pay-per-view.
Yes. And
Eric Rowan.
Yes. Hats off. I mean, that to be able to go in and do what you do and do it great while injured. Put on a great performance and be entertaining. That's impressive. That's cool. So it was a good match. I tell you, Alexa is a very good wrestler.
Yeah.
What a great call up. Because even when she was first called up, I was thinking maybe she was like one of those NXT call ups that you're like, oh really? But
she's so tiny.
Well, right. But she has definitely made a great name for herself. And Ronda, I thought that the pay-per-view match was a lot better than her recent Raw matches. So that was good. That was a positive in my mind. But I think we both thought Ronda would win. So it really was no surprise. Actually, you know what? You went with Bliss.
Well, I marked.
But you marked the Bliss.
Smarked,
that's right.
I was like, yeah, but Ronda's going to win.
Right.
Which is the match that sealed the deal that you won.
I had the biggest grin on my face for that last match because I didn't care.
Yeah,
I didn't care. I went back. I re-listened to the podcast. I swear I did because the Roman Reigns intro and shit. I didn't want to listen or watch that.
You had the whole intro to listen to the entire episode.
So I was skimming through our podcast and I was double checking our picks and I was doing the mental check. Okay, 1-1. Okay, 2-1, 3-1. Oh. We both went with that. Okay, good. Yeah. And then I was like, and that just sealed it.
After AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, I was like, okay, well, the only way for me to retain is if Alexa Bliss wins. And at that point, I was like, so I'm not retaining.
Well, it's good that it changes hands every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
But this will be the last time it changes hands.
So you're going to be the Brock Lesnar.
Well, I mean, it's tough. When you're the 2-time undisputed GCW champion, it's very difficult for anyone to get past that, I mean, that is, as it stands right now, the highest accolade on this show. Like, it doesn't get any higher. I mean, I'm all the way to the top.
You could get the crown.
That would be the next highest, but nobody has gotten to that point yet.
True.
So at this point, I am 2 times that highest level of champion. But let's get to the last match before we start braggadocious. I mean, whatever. All right, so Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and scene.
This one was another one that I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to. Like, it was fine.
It was
But
the whole thing with Foley. You knew he was going to get involved. You know, was that a 3 count on Reigns? Was that then a 3 count on Strowman? Yeah. And then, you know, they just didn't have any impressive bumps.
No.
It was a boring match.
Yeah.
And then Brock Lesnar comes out. But that was before. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I jumped.
Yeah, you did.
So then we have Ziggler and Drew come out.
Yeah. To really just fill time while both Roman and Braun are down on the ground.
And then the rest of the Shield comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fighting. And then they climb to the top of the cage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, now we're entertained.
Yeah.
This is entertaining.
Yeah.
And while the whole list is happening, Braun and Reigns are just like sitting in the ring. Like really? And so we have this back and forth up at the top of the cage. I was really wondering if one of them was going to come through the cage.
I was thinking that, like, what a perfect setup since Mick Foley's there.
Right.
Like, you know, oh, okay, yeah.
Right. And you could do it where the top, one of the things, you know, kind of breaks through, but you have them hanging on.
Mm-hmm. You have both Rollins and Ziggler, who I am very confident could pull that off athletically.
100%. But instead, you have them punch each other from the side and then fall onto the announce table, which
still fun, but like pretty much you get that spot every time there's a cell match,
right?
Even just a regular cage match. We get that.
We've definitely seen that before. So that was, but it's still a spot that you cringe because you know that can't feel good.
Yeah, no, you no matter how many air mattresses they put underneath the announce tables. No matter how, you know, choreographed it is, like, it still fucking hurts. But you're still landing on wood.
And every time I see somebody at the top of the cage and they pan the video back, I'm like, oh my God, I would be shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Standing in front of all of these people in this arena at the top of this, 20, 25-foot cage?
Easily.
Hitting somebody with a kendo stick.
Yeah.
Like, it's just mind-boggling. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, I would be shitting my pants.
Mm-hmm.
And then Braun comes out.
Yeah.
Right? Brock comes out, tears off the door.
Mm-hmm. Much more efficiently than Kane did.
Yes. Kane had a little bit more trouble. And then comes in and beats the crap out of Strowman and Reigns with the broken table.
Yeah.
That can't feel good. I mean, them landing in the middle of the table to make it break, sure, there's some give. I can't imagine it's that bad. I mean, these
aren't Japanese tables.
Yeah, these are built. But, oh, my God, the broken half?
Yeah.
That looked like it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just all kind of ended. It was it.
Yeah. Very, very abrupt, cut to black. Not even a fade to black.
No. It was like, these like guys aren't getting up.
Much like they did the last pay-per-view. Because, was it the last pay-per-view?
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's like a so what? Like, it's not even a compelling finish that you're like, oh my God, I can't wait till Raw on Monday.
And a waste of Braun's cash-in.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes. No, and it seems like nobody else on the announce team remembered that, oh, by the way, this was his cash-in moment.
Yeah.
Like, that went by the wayside. Like, what a waste of a Money in the Bank. Yeah. And that goes back to when we talked about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, the issue that I had with him winning Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is for people that aren't in the main event scene to get them into the main event scene.
People that need the push.
So another freaking waste.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree with you.
Garbage.
And now I'm like, even I was a sympathizer with giving him the Money in the Bank because I was like, but then that's still like, you know, he gets a match. He was probably going to get a match anyway. But yay, you know, Monster in the Bank is a fun little catchphrase or whatever. But yeah, now I'm just like, if that's what you were going to do, then fuck everything.
Oh, what a waste.
Yeah.
I mean, just garbage from WWE there. I don't know, man. Like the whole Reigns, Strowman, Lesnar, it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's awful.
Yeah, even the promise of the belt being defended, regularly has already lost its luster.
Yeah.
Because it's being defended regularly against Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar.
They need to change it. They need somebody else to win the Universal title.
Eddie Van Halen.
I was thinking Monday Night Rollins, but it's okay. But
make him the Triple Crown.
Yes, he and I could have something in common.
Oh,
there you go. But
maybe it's Survivor Series.
But that's the. But they're going to do a Shield versus this other faction of Ziggler and Drew and Strowman.
Yeah,
they're going to have this Shield versus this faction. It's not fun. I don't like it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Yeah, garbaggio.
Yeah, so it sucks. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I don't want to spend too much time on it.
On a lighter note.
Oh yeah, I like light notes.
I started watching All In. I'm a little behind because it was like a month ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I started watching it while I was in New York, and it was very entertaining.
Okay.
The mic's not on. You can just yank it. Yeah. Sorry, stuff happening in the studio.
Yeah,
it's all right.
We're busy folk.
Yeah.
I can see from your side of the ring a lot of stuff's going on.
Oh yeah. Here, let me unplug it from the board for you. I'm gonna leave all of this in. By the way.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, our 4 listeners love to hear the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Everyone say hi to Jake from the main show.
Hi, Jake.
He's stealing microphones. Yeah, I don't think they can hear what you're saying, but
you guys
know. Yeah. but yeah. So I started watching All In.
Yeah,
very entertaining show.
Good. Thanks for changing it up because I was getting a little. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to check out any of it?
No,
okay.
I haven't. So tell me about it.
Well, so I'm about halfway through. And unfortunately, I don't know half the people's names and shit like that. But
right.
They've been just doing great storytelling, even without me knowing what the story is behind. Just like the in-ring work of the storytelling is so entertaining to watch. And I think it's because they know that a good chunk of the audience doesn't know half the stories because they're pulling people from all different federations.
Right.
But
the only thing I know is that my boy Jericho made an appearance.
Yes, I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I do know about that.
Right.
I think actually that's the next match, because it's Pentagon, not Pentagon Jr. because he's not that anymore.
Nope.
But Pentagon whatever versus
Omega,
Kenny Omega, the cleaner. And I think I had to stop it right when Omega's entrance hit. So
you think he's ever going to come to WWE?
I mean, he's been there already.
Right, but come back.
But I think there's a spot for him. I think he could have a lot of fun in NXT. Just because that's more his style.
I think so.
But he's one of those guys that's transcended the need to come to WWE for money reasons.
Right.
Like he's probably making more money doing what he's doing right now than he would be with WWE.
But it would just be more like exposure than anything. I mean, you're now exposing yourself to more people. Not that he's not already, but
it's a guaranteed audience. And also it comes with the benefits, kind of like getting a full-time job versus a part-time job. You have the benefits of having a regular schedule. You don't have to have someone booking your matches or you doing it yourself for a lot of these wrestlers.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I'm sure they have health insurance. You might not get health insurance when you're just wrestling for Ring of Honor or something like that.
Or if you are, it's very limited.
Yeah.
And it's not beneficial to you as a wrestler.
Yeah, or just jumping around from indie to indie. There's no, you're just a contractor at that point.
Right.
Or not a contractor, a freelancer.
I know what you mean.
Although, I mean, there's arguments to be made about the way that the WWE contracts their wrestlers as well. But regardless, it's probably a better gig in that regard.
Yeah, I can see that. All right.
But, but it's a very entertaining show.
Okay.
It is nice every once in a while. I'm like, oh hey, I've seen that guy at an indie show. Jordan Grace, one of my favorite female wrestlers.
Yeah,
she's at Nova Pro all the time.
Oh yeah, I see that.
She was in the over budget battle royal that was on the kickoff show that you could watch on TV, without getting the pay-per-view.
Right.
It was really cool to see her. She was one of the last people in it, going up against Brian Cage.
Were you excited?
I was very excited.
Nice.
And
see, that's the cool part about it. That's cool.
Yeah. And then I've seen Flip Gordon before. He was
really?
Yeah, he was at Maryland Championship Wrestling 2
MCW.
years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember the build up to this, the whole Flip, like trying to be like, hey, come on, let me into All In. Come on, let me come. And like every time Cody's just like, no. Apparently, I don't watch Being the Elite, but apparently it was like all tied in with the stuff that's going on in their YouTube series. But when you watch the over budget battle royal, there's this masked luchador who you're like, oh okay, he's just a luchador that I've never heard of or whatever.
Right.
But like it was one of those instances where he gets like knocked out right at the beginning, but not actually like tossed over the top rope.
Right.
And so Brian Cage, I think it was Brian Cage, or maybe Bubba Ray, is like the last person in, and they're like, and he's like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, it's like, oh wait, shit. This luchador never got eliminated. He comes in and just tosses him over the top, pulls off the mask. It's Flip Gordon. He snuck in to All In. And leading up to it, I was like, if they don't do something like that, like this whole like him pleading, Cody is playing into it way too much for it to not pay off somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it did, because Flip Gordon is actually like a genuinely like good wrestler to watch. And because he won the over budget battle royal, he gets to challenge Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor championship belt.
Cool.
And that match was a really good match too. Unfortunately for my boy Flip, he did not win. And then Bully Ray comes in and attacks both him and Jay Lethal at the end of the match, setting up for more stuff later down the road. He's not there because he is a trainer at the Performance Center.
He is.
Heard a whole bunch of chants like, where is Devon? Stephen Amell, TV's Arrow, he had a match versus some guy that I've never heard of, but apparently he's big in like Ring of Honor, I presume.
Yep.
I think his name Chris something or other.
Okay.
But that was a really good match, especially for Amell not being a wrestler.
Yeah.
But he's been training pretty good.
Well, he was doing something with Stardust,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him. I don't know when they became friends. Like if it was directly in a response for Stephen Amell's participation with WWE and Stardust back when Cody was still part of the company. But yeah,
yes.
they became real good friends, and Stephen Amell is like an honorary member of the Bullet Club.
Oh,
he has
very
his
cool.
own T-shirt, the Vigilante Club.
Oh, that's cool.
And he had a match. He was like part of a tag match in Ring of Honor,
mm-hmm.
where he went through a table, and I think that was the finish of the match. Like it was a tables match. So yeah, this is his third official match in wrestling.
Wow.
And it was really good. Like it was a one-on-one match on the biggest indie pay-per-view ever.
I think it ended up being the biggest pay-per-view ever, right?
Something like that. Like
it sold out in a matter of
it's definitely
minutes?
Definitely the biggest non-WWE pay-per-view. And probably bigger than some of their pay-per-views when you count in, viewers, TV viewers.
Oh yeah.
And internet viewers,
That's
stuff
cool.
like that.
Good for Cody too.
Yeah.
He ended up winning,
so good for Cody and the Young Bucks,
Yep.
because I think the three of them were the biggest backers.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's real good. If you have a chance, check it out.
I will.
I'm pretty sure it's on demand on Fight TV.
Yeah. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Yes.
You already
yes,
that I am the GCW champion.
Yes. And
I
for
won
the
that.
next few seconds, the undisputed.
Right. So
That might
that belt
change.
was up again,
Yeah.
just like it always is. The match of the night,
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. It stood out to me as a fantastic fight between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was the match of the night last pay-per-view, but these two brought it again. And I think it says, a lot about them, but the rest of the card really didn't. There was nothing that stood out to me more than the way that AJ Styles and Samoa Joe worked in the ring together. So that, to me, is the match of the night, and the most valuable pick is AJ Styles. So, but
Snubbed again.
yeah. So that does make yours truly the first two-time undisputed GCW champion.
Would you say that this is now an undisputed era?
We'll see how long this lasts.
Yeah.
Rocky. All right, man.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
What's our next one? What do we got up next?
Oh, you know what? I should have looked this up. I should.
No, it's fine.
Been a
It's
bit
fine.
of a professional.
I'll buy you some time.
I mean,
So the Mae Young Classic is going on right now, and your girl Maya Yim is.
I have there just like All In. There's a lot of wrestlers on the Mae Young Classic that I have seen perform.
Really?
Yeah. Deanna Purrazzo. I am now blanking on all the other women that I've seen wrestle, but Aleister Black's girlfriend is on it. What the hell is her name?
I don't know.
Yeah. She hasn't wrestled yet as of recording.
Okay.
So I'll remember it eventually.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what the next pay-per-view is.
Well, we've got the Australian one coming up. We also have the
that doesn't
Women's Evolution coming up.
Yeah.
And the next one, would it be Survivor Series?
Is it already time for Survivor Series? I feel like there's another one.
We're into October.
Why did WWE makes it so hard to find the schedule for pay-per-views?
I mean, I think we're getting to that, right?
It might be.
The next one that I have is the Australia one, the Super Show Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have the Evolution.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So
then we have the Crown Jewel. And then the next one would
Survivor
be
Series.
War Game and Survivor Series.
Yeah. November 18th.
Yeah.
So
that means I get
we
to
don't
hold
have
on.
we don't
I get to hold on to this until November.
You get like a month and a half, almost 2 whole months.
Gosh.
Actually, yeah. No, cuz today is September 18th or 19th.
Yeah. And that's
You get that, and you guaranteed to have that until the 18th of November. Oh, man.
how great it is to be me. The undisputed champion.
Longest
for 2
longest
months.
one longest reign without a defense.
And I'll have the chance to get the Triple Crown.
You will. Oh God, I better bring my
because
A game.
War Games is also the night before.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
War Games 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting. Well, I think we've rambled on enough. I had a great
Agreed.
time like always.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Yeah, this has been another episode of the Geek Out Championship
You
Wrestling
got it.
podcast.
Drinks on you, Malt. See ya.
This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.